All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Yeah. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Okay, I think
Yep,
it was
now I can
really,
hear you. So yep, you
yeah.
good, sis. Go ahead.
I think it was probably a weird connection with my earphones. But we're our apple donut and citrus salad. So it's gonna be bomb. So I only have one apple here. I got a whole bag of apples, but I'm only gonna do one for the show because this is actually gonna be a lot with just the one apple. You can get like maybe 5 or 6 slices depending on how thin you slice them. So if you good with the knife, you can get a little bit more out of it. But I have for my toppings so we're gonna cut the apple last because it'll turn brown and get all soft and mushy. So we don't want it to do that. So we're just gonna leave it until we're ready to put the toppings on it. And then I have here my little pan for my air fryer with some parchment paper on it because I'm going to toast my oats and my nuts and stuff and my other dry toppings for my apple donut. And then yeah, that's pretty. This is gonna be so quick. So that's pretty much it. I got some maple syrup here to put with some of my oats, and then I got my honey, which I'm gonna actually mix in with my citrus salad to add a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of sweetness. So we can actually get the citrus salad going, but first because I want to toast these while we're doing all of that, so I don't have to worry about having to wait for the toppings. So we're gonna get our oats, and it's a little bit, real quick. Nothing to it. And then it's like if you have any leftovers, that's great because now guess what? You have toppings for other stuff. I love to top my shakes, smoothies with my leftovers, my little leftover toasted oats from one thing or another. And I season my oats like how I want them to taste. I want them to taste good, so I season them good. So I put them on here so I can make sure I have enough room, and I'm gonna throw them in this bowl so I can get everything coated properly. So I got this in here. I'm gonna throw some sunflower seeds in, just a little fingerful, not a whole lot. Because remember, we're working on a small space. We don't want to overwhelm the space we got. And then I have some cashews here, kind of whole. So I have these cashews, so I'm actually going to put them in my little mortar over here. Little mortar and pestle. And I'll bring y'all over here like this. This little stand is convenient. It's convenient. Right? So I'm just going to roughly crunch them up. Like I don't, not trying to make like a little paste or anything out of it. Because with this, you can pretty much either make it really fine or turn it into a paste. But I'm not doing that. I just want them small enough so that I can get a nice little distribution of them when I go to sprinkle and share. All right. And then, let me see what else. Ooh, right. So I have some pistachios, but I'm actually going to do those separately because they're already toasted. And I'll probably put those on a separate slice from everything else. And then I have these Teddy Grahams. And I'm going to actually just crunch these up a little bit and throw them in there. Because I want all of this stuff to have like a similar flavor, which is why I'm putting them all together on this. Okay. And so it wasn't a whole lot. It was like a couple. It was a couple of bears. Not all of them. And now we're gonna take the maple syrup, and you can measure it. I'll pull out a little measuring thing. So this is okay. This is about 1 teaspoon. Teaspoon, tablespoon, 1 tablespoon. Okay, and then we're gonna just add that in there. It doesn't seem like a lot, but trust me, it's a lot. Maple syrup is like really, really high in sugar. Like it has a lot of grams of sugar per tablespoon, but it's not quite the same as like processed like white table sugar. So I prefer to use that or honey over the table sugar. Because I mean it's all added sugar. And added sugar isn't really that great. Like you want to try and limit it to like 26 grams for women. This is a little bit of vanilla extract. And this is all just to flavor it. So you want your oats to taste good because it's meant to enhance what you're putting them on, not necessarily just for their benefits. Because oats are very healthy and you get a lot of benefits out of them. So I love trying to find new ways to add them to whatever I'm eating. And then this is just a little bit of cinnamon. And now we're ready to toast. So I have my air fryer over here preheating. It turns off on me, but it should be warm enough so when I turn it back on, it's still kind of the same temperature as what I need it. And then we just spread it evenly. Okay. I got it. Okay. That looks so good already, and it smells so good, like straight cinnamon. Cinnamon. All right, so into the air. Okay. And we have it on just 5 minutes. And also I pretty much had to put the maple syrup on it so that oats wouldn't fly around in the air fryer because it's air blowing on it. So if the oats weren't like wet in some type of way, they would just get blown all over the place. So now we got our toppings going. Get started on our citrus salad. Oh, make sure it's not falling. Don't fall. Falling a little heavy. All right. Already rinsed them. So even if you're not eating the outside or the rind of the fruit, you always want to rinse your produce because when you cut it, bringing the outside inside anyway. So make sure you rinse your produce. These are my little blood orange. They're soft. They're on their last leg. So I'm making that. I was like, oh, this is the perfect recipe to go ahead and use these. So I'm gonna just cut it and then like it's however best to get the peel off because we just need the little wedges in there. So it's not nothing spectacular. Just get your orange slices, and I'm just throwing it in the bowl because that's what we're gonna mix all of what we're gonna season it with. Yes, you can season fruit with tastables. And oranges, as we know, are really high in vitamin C, and vitamin C is very very good for your immune system. And we all know these times we living in now. You can never have too strong of an immune system. So, this is one way that you can add more fruit and more vitamin C to your diet to help strengthen your immune system in a natural way. And plus, vitamin C is great for your skin and all of that. So, not never gonna hurt nothing. And then, like, if you want, like, because I mean, sometimes like this little seeds get in the way. So if you can see the seeds, I just go ahead and pull them out. But the blood oranges don't really tend to have that many seeds. Yeah, you see, and they are dark like that. So if you if you're wondering like, is that orange? Like, no, that's a blood orange is very very dark like that, like blood. So that's hence its name, blood. And even the color of the fruits and things like that, it shows that there are different nutrients and antioxidants in it that gives it that color. Like carrots are orange because they have beta carotene in it, which is another type of I want to say antioxidant, but also they have chlorophyll gamma Y, which actually helps give it more of a yellowish orangish tone. So there are a couple of different types of chlorophyll in plants that gives them different colors. Most plants that we know of have chlorophyll A in it, which is that green color. But there are a lot of different types of compounds and things that plants and fruits have, which is why it's best to get as wide of a variety of fruits and vegetables into your diet as possible because yeah, you can get it canned, you can get it, in, through certain other things or whatever, or even in supplements, but it is never going to be the same as coming straight from the source. Okay. There are other what do you call like companion compounds that tend to be found with those things in the natural source that you can't get through synthetic sources. So you never know what's being left out when it's being made or manufactured. So no greater manufacturer than God, right? He knew what he was doing when he put all the stuff together. So if you trust in if you trust in how that was made, then go ahead and eat it how it was made. And so this is my orange. So this is a navel orange. And the way that you can tell that they're ripe is that the navel is going to be wide open like that. Like this one is like for I don't know, this one might be super sweet. Because you see how big the navel is on that, it might be super sweet. But yeah, you want a wide open navel for your navel orange. That's how you know that the fruit is ripe and you gonna have some nice sweet orange ass. Mm. So I'm just gonna do this the same way. I'm gonna just cut it from the top down because I can get fuller wedges that way, and then just peel away. It smells so good. And then if you want, like, you can um you can keep the peels, put them in like a little sandwich bag or something. You can keep like one or two of them, and then you can zest the peel, and that adds, some more vitamin C to like whatever food, some seasoning. That's how they get that nice little fresh citrus flavor on on your fish and your chicken and things like that. You can just zest some orange, some fresh orange peel, and usually this is the zester. I'll show you the zester. If you have a four-sided cheese grater. This is the zest side, the bumpy bump. So you got the little mini grater, and you got the slicer. This is also a zester at the top right here. This is also a zester. You can use that for like smaller pieces, but this is a larger zester, and then this is a finer. So waste not, want not. So this And we just keep trying to keep our slices intact as much as possible. They're juicing everywhere. My daughter's awake now. She's walking around. She's trying to see what I'm doing. She's like, what's going on, mama? And so that's why I was saying, I'm like, this citrus salad is actually going to be a lot. So this isn't just going to be a one serving salad. You can either eat it just like this, or you can take like your leftovers. I'm sure you're going to have some leftovers unless you're sharing it. But if it's just for you and you got your leftovers, you can actually take your leftovers and put them on top of a green salad. So that's another way to get more servings of fruits into your diet by making them toppings for your salads. Now, people when they think of salad, you usually think of like a savory like meat salad, but you can still put meat on your salad with your orange slices and your citrus salad on top of your green salad. And you can throw some chicken breast on there. Chicken breast tastes really good. Grilled chicken breast tastes really good with a nice citrus overtone to it, or salmon, some type of fish goes well with citrus flavored things. So that's the little navel in there. That's there we go. And then just peel the other slices apart. That's where I had cut it. That's a little thin piece. But I like basically like trying different stuff to mix in. You can even add uh like a Italian type dressing to it with like a balsamic vinaigrette and some olive oil. That was like the original recipe, but like eating it by itself, I would suggest not doing that because it would have like a strange flavor. You'd be looking for something to accompany it because you would be expecting something savory with that type of those type of dressings for it. So I would suggest this is a really large. I'm gonna just cut that. That's a really large piece. Like I don't know what they fed this orange, but this thing is huge. And it's a nice little. It'll cheer you up. Like seeing all these bright colors is like I'm excited. Like spring is nigh. Spring is nigh.
You know what?
So it's a nice
I
little
never
way.
tasted a blood orange before.
It's a little bit more bitter than a
Yeah,
regular orange.
yeah, it's slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm watching it.
And then this is the grapefruit. So the red grapefruit is part of the reason why I'll be using honey to sweeten it, because the grapefruit, as you know, yes, a red grapefruit, so it's not as bitter as the regular grapefruit, but it's still got its own little, tang to it. So just to cut the tang a little bit, I'm adding honey to it. Because people like to put sugar on their grapefruit. So honey is a better alternative because it's not processed like white sugar is. So use honey instead. Boom, there you go. A quick tip to cut down on some of the processed foods that you eat. So but like I say, you always want, this is so juicy right here. You always want to watch the added sugars though. Honey is still an added sugar. Yes, it's from a natural source and bees make it and all that. Yeah, it's still added sugar. If it's not the sugar that grew in the fruit, it's added. And fruit, like even especially like citrus fruit, like lemons, go figure, actually have more sugar in them than strawberries do. But it's because it's so bitter, you can't, you're not thinking like, oh, this lemon is really sweet. Like, no. But yeah, trust me, it's not all bitterness, it's not all sour. Lemons have sugar in them as well because it's a fruit. So a fruit is actually uh like a fleshy like seed casing. So when plants are, grown, they flower, and then the flower is pollinated, and then the flower itself turns into a fruit, which is a way for it to disperse the seeds. So fruits are made from plants and with the expectation of being eaten. So they're going to try and make that possible as much as possible. They're going to taste good. They're going to taste sweet. They're going to be very aromatic because they want to be as appealing to animals as possible so that they get eaten, and then the animal can poop the seeds out with a perfectly fertile pile for it to sit and grow in. So it's already wrapped in its fertilizer and all of that stuff, and it increases the likelihood that the plant is gonna continue to grow and spread the seeds. Oh my God, no. What she do? She was in the plant. Oh, we left it in the floor. Well, I mean, she was in her bed. Yeah, she got that from watching me. Yeah, she was in her bed, so it's fine. Yeah, my daughter was gardening in my new little separate plants. So she ended up digging in some of them. Here, I know that's what. This smells so good. Who knew that? I'm dripping my juice all on the cutting board. I need that in my salad. I want my citrus juice in my salad. This ain't your. You should have made her one of them things. Shake. Well, I thought you did that already. No, I don't know how to make them. This is just stuff from her cereal and fruit. Oh. She don't like it. Oh, give her a pouch. She's hungry. That's maybe why she's. I don't think she likes these strawberry things. But she do like this. Wow. And this is kind of like calming. Like you'd be like, I don't know. It's like, yeah. That's why I like making stuff. Making stuff up. So I got my honey here. What did I do with my little visuals? So I'm gonna do 3 tablespoons for this big old bowl. So that's 1. Oh, don't that look good? Look at that over there. Oh, watch out now. And we got 2. Boom, and then 3. And then so I also have on the side here some fresh ginger, and I'm actually gonna zest. Now I'm gonna zest some fresh ginger on top of this for like some added, like, a little spice, a little kick to it. And ginger is a great anti-inflammatory, like everything that you could want in a root. Um, it's actually a spice, a root spice. You can get it in ginger. So this, and I freeze my ginger, so this is actually frozen solid. That's why it looks like that. That's the from where I was scraping it. So I got it on my little zest side. It's on the large zest side because this actually has like little fibers in it. So yeah, you just gonna have to twist it down. My ice is the ice just popped off the side of it. So this ginger smells amazing too. So I'm gonna scrape that off into there. Trying to get that off of there. And it's all on the inside. So scrape it out the inside. And then just boom. And I'm gonna stir this up. Stir it up, stir it up. And then just cover it and set it to the side while we do our apples. I don't know. And this smells so good. Like, if you need like a nice, like refreshing, like smell in your house, make you a citrus salad. Then imagine if it's got your house smelling all nice and fresh like that. Imagine how it's got your body feeling and smelling on the inside. Just like that. So, and then these are some of my frozen berries. So, some more antioxidants. You got, I'm telling, like this right here. This right here is like the super cancer fighting, skin aging fighting snack of the day. So okay, let me see. Hopefully I ain't burn up my oats. I probably could get like 3 minutes, but you know what I'm finna do? Crunch them down. So they're actually dried now, but I'm gonna put them in my mortar and pestle, and that's gonna, because really that darkness is the maple syrup. Because as you can see, the oats aren't too dark. That's the ones that are real dark like that have more of the maple syrup on it. So I could have did it last time, but it's okay. That's why having a mortar and pestle is like so super useful, because this is like really helping me just reincorporate some of the darker pieces, so it's going to have a nice even flavor, as opposed to like, oh, this is good, oh, what's that burnt taste, like out of nowhere. Like, so it'll be a nice even roasty toasty taste. And this smells so good too. And so now I can actually start getting my yogurt topping together for the apples. So now that we got this crushed on down, that's gonna do it. Okay, put that to the side, and then I have some. So juice cup. No, it's probably in the front. So this is honey vanilla Greek yogurt. I got this at Aldi. It tastes delicious. It tastes like honey vanilla, like exactly like what they said. Yeah. Put your juice cup. So yeah, I just used the spoon that I that I stirred my citrus with. It'll be all right. So I'm doing two tablespoons of this, and I'm gonna mix in some chia seeds. Yeah. So I got my chia seeds here. I got, like I said, I got these at Aldi too. And these you want to be very you really want to measure this because I don't know if you can see the facts on there well, but it's really high in fiber. It has what's this 10 grams of fiber per 2 tablespoons. So yeah. That means if you so this is about a 2 tablespoon scoop. So I'm just gonna put the full 2 tablespoons in there, and then that way I know that's my serving, and then mix it up. So this is chia seeds are a great way to, and it actually has 6 grams of protein too, just those 2 tablespoons. So it's really high in protein and fiber. So if you want to boost the protein and fiber content of something that you're making, that's not, and they're pretty much flavorless. Like they have, I don't know, to me they have a bit of a like a spicy kind of fresh taste, if that makes sense. If you've never had them, just try some. um, for the most part, I don't think they trigger any allergies, but you should check with your doctor, or if you have like some allergy type things going on with food. I would suggest checking with your doctor first, but for the most part, it should be okay. And it's a really good way to boost the protein and fiber content of whatever it is that you're adding it to. So I like to put it in my shake. I'll add it in my yogurt as a snack, and so this I'm letting these thaw because these are actually right now. So I'm letting those thaw out, and I got a kiwi here. And all of this is just toppings for our apples. Like you see, it seems like it's like really involved. Like this seems like a whole lot. Yes, you can do a whole lot with some apple donuts. So I'm trying to, get it where I can show you as many different things while I got you here. And then we just peel the skin off. Yeah, I've never known anyone to eat kiwi skin. I think I did like once or twice as a kid because I didn't know any better. I was like, why does this taste berry? But once I figured out you're not supposed to eat the kiwi skin, eating kiwis got a lot easier for me. Um, they do have the seeds in them, so if you don't like seedy stuff, I would suggest not not eating kiwi. But kiwis have their own little benefits. Like I said, they're also one that has a lot of antioxidants in them. But just like any other fruit, there's a reason why it looks like it looks and not like something else. So the fact that it's green gives it a different set of nutrients and minerals and different things like that. So that's why they say eat a colorful diet because, like I said, the colors are there for a reason. And plus, it's fun to look at. It's fun to look at some, you look down at your plate and you got all these different colors looking back at you. Like, I just feel like it's going to be something good for my body when I see something like that. Like, this is so colorful. This is going to be amazing. It usually is. It usually is. And that's another thing about fruits. Like, they're brightly colored because it's meant to catch the attention of animals and things to eat it. Like I said, fruits are like the culmination of like eat me, see more, feed me, see more, come eat me. So they're screaming, I'm good for you, eat me, so that you can eat it and digest the fruit around the seeds. And then for us we go in a toilet, but for animals they don't. So animals are helping with spreading, spreading the seeds when they go and eat the wild fruits and things. Ooh. And I don't know, some people don't like the taste of kiwi. I've met a few people who actually don't like kiwi. Like they don't like the way it tastes, not the texture. I can understand the texture because they do have kind of a different texture to them than normal, but I like them. So they going on my apple. This is my organic banana. This banana is like all the bananas I got. They were huge, and they're organic. I got these at Aldi. Got them at Aldi. So yeah, the outside will get spotty like that. That's fine. That's usually just uh, its reaction to the environment, the air, it hitting the air and stuff like that. But as long as it's not like mushy, usually the banana is still good to go. And then as the banana gets more ripe, it actually just basically turns into pure sugar. It's like it turns into like pure glucose. So that's what the sliminess and stuff is. It's not actually like um, mold or anything. It's not a thing growing on it. It's the banana actually decomposing into its sugar. So that's why when your bananas do get mushy like that, do not throw them away. Make banana pudding. Those are the best bananas for banana pudding. It's going to be so sweet and just so like delicious, and and it's really going to soak the into the cookies and all of the other stuff that you will put in your banana pudding. So don't throw away your soggy bananas. Make a pudding out of it. And it's easier to mash because it's already basically syrup. Got banana syrup. So that's basically all of what I'm putting on my apple. So I'm gonna slice it now and cut out the center. So did I make this? I don't know. We'll do it again for good measure. Like I said, you can't have your fruit can't be too clean. And so then you just want to try and slice it as thin as you can without cracking it. And the thing about apples is they make you think it's a core. Apples actually don't have cores. The seeds just kind of sit in there, but you can actually eat an apple in its entirety, like the whole apple, sand stem, and whatever this stuff is at the bottom. Like I wouldn't chew that, but like the entire apple is edible. Like just spit the seeds out. But for the most part, yeah. So, stop wasting apples. You shouldn't have an apple core when you eat your apple. Just eat the apple. That's why cutting up an apple actually makes you less likely to waste it, because then as you cut it, as you can see, there's no core. There's no difference in the, whatever. So really you just cut out the center to cut the seeds out. And that's why people core apples. It's not because that portion is inedible though. So. And see, like I said, like you can get a lot of slices out of this. So I got like five, what, six here. And then if you have a quarter or, something small and round, you can just kind of punch this little center part out. Like I said, that's just to get the seeds out. And it gives you your little donut shape. Mm, mm, mm. This is all seeds. Do, 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 do. These apples are really sweet. I think these are Evercrisp, and these are really sweet. I was thinking about getting the Granny Smith apples, but I was like, too high. See, this one already, the seeds just kind of fell out. So, and this one too.
Yeah, I end up using like the Michigan apples.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they had. These are like really nice size. I did cut them into the threes, so it's kind of thicker than yours, but I like it like
Yeah.
this. I want to be able to like top it. You know what I'm saying? I got some
Right. With
different
heavy
toppings
stuff.
here that I'm gonna
Yeah.
use. Mm-hmm.
And see, this a bit thicker. I'm gonna put peanut butter on now. So, like I say, you
Yeah,
can get your nut butters, so your Nutella, your hazelnut butter, your
yes.
cashew
I
butter.
found some banana walnut butter.
Ooh,
Yes, and I wanted to
okay, I've
try
been
it.
cutting up.
Yes, so I'm gonna be using that. I got me some. I went to the place yesterday, Vibrations. They had like this granola mix, so I was thinking about putting that on there. I got
Oh
some,
yeah,
still got some dark chocolate from the what we made
yeah,
brownies.
me too.
Yeah, still got regular morsels. Got some bananas. Got the yogurt. Like I'm ready to do like different things with it.
Yep, and
I'm
this is a really fun snack that is very kid friendly. Like really, all they would need you to do is cut the apple slices and cut like prep the stuff to like whatever needs to be cut, and then they can top their own stuff. They can spread their own butters and yogurt and stuff like that. And it's really fun. It gets them involved in their own eating and snacking and stuff, and it gives them a nice healthy energy packed, protein packed, fiber packed um, option as opposed to eating actual donuts or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. This looks like it's very healthy.
Oh, it is.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing me, like if I didn't have my shake this morning, I would have just mixed in my Herbalife stuff with the yogurt, and then I would basically be having my Herbalife yogurt meal on top of my apple slice.
Right.
So, and this looks good, like just like this. I haven't even put the toppings on
Well,
it.
what did you do with this one?
So this is just the yogurt and the chia seeds right here. So I haven't put the toppings on it yet.
Okay. So are we starting with your, or is just however you want to make it?
Yep, just however you want to do it. So we just topping them now. And you want to put your base on there first. So if you're putting the yogurt on, you want to do that first to spread it, and that helps your topping stick to it.
Yep. Okay. Ooh.
This one
Ooh.
kind of ended up being a regular little slice, but whatever. It's all gonna get eaten.
That's it.
It's all
That's
getting
it.
eaten.
Understand the real squaggos. Yes.
And even this smells good. Like you can smell all the sugars in the bananas, the
Mm-hmm.
apples, and the kiwi and stuff. Like, and that's what the ADA, which is the American Diabetes Association, suggests you
Mm-hmm.
get most of your sugars from is from fresh whole fruits, not from fruit juices, because what happens when you juice the fruit, you take away the fiber. And the
Oh
fiber
wow.
is what actually slows the release of the glucose into your blood, and it actually keeps your blood sugar from spiking. So you can drink juice and fresh squeeze, juice. Like you can actually get an apple, throw it in a juicer, and you can get fresh apple juice. However, it's going to spike your blood sugar because you're basically drinking sugar. So I'm gonna put my bananas on
I just went for them bananas.
my
Yeah.
apple peanut butter, boop, boop, boop.
Peanut butter jelly time.
Got my kiwi on
Yeah.
that one, banana on that one. I got my berries over here thawing
Mm-hmm.
out. Throw some berries on there. Throw some berries on that.
Throw some berries on it. Ooh, throw some berries on it. I got mine on that thing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. With this one, I'm gonna use yogurt. Ooh, girl, that smells good.
It smells so good.
I'm going to use Mm. Okay, Spud.
Yeah, she upset because she got to get in her bed.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I can't watch her while I'm doing this, and she be in everything. Like if she can reach it, she's in it, and if she can't reach it, she'll figure out how to reach it.
Oh, yeah.
She'll figure it out. Don't worry, she
Right.
will figure
And
it
that's
out.
what she's supposed to do anyway. Figure it out, sis. Woo.
So that's
All right. Yogurt.
yes. And then I got my oats over here, and then I love these little scoops. All I do is just keep my scoops from all my Herbalife stuff.
Oh, that's smart.
So it just makes it easier for me to do other stuff with it.
Yeah, that's
Like
smart.
putting my oats on top of my apple donut.
Mm-mm-mm. Y'all need to know these good. All right, so those two are going to be, I'm going to put, so I have some blueberry honey.
Blueberry honey.
I do.
Oh,
I do.
oh.
I do. I still have cocoa left from the brownies. Like this about to just be what I want. It'd just be what I want.
Yep. And I actually got some cocoa powder here, so cocoa
Mm-hmm. That's
powder.
what I had to.
So I'm gonna throw some of this on some of the bananas. So I got my little baby scoop for that. I got a little baby scoop.
That just made me want to put some cocoa powder on the bananas. Boom boom.
And there's that.
Chocolate milk.
That.
Dark chocolate.
So I'm gonna pick some from a plate now, so I can plate it. You know, like how the chefs do when they plate it.
You know what I'm saying? Because you are a chef, Doc. You are a chef. This one got the dark chocolate.
I'm wrapping this parchment paper because really that I should have done that. Put my parchment paper on the cutting board, then all of my toppings that didn't make it on the thing wouldn't be everywhere. But I can just rinse it down. But you know, if you're not working on a cutting board, if you're just doing it on your countertop, that's a great way to, keep the cleanup real simple and easy. Just cover the surface with some parchment paper and let the kids go crazy. Yourselves out.
Okay. And then
Wipe this down, actually. And now I'm gonna pull my citrus salad out. Citrus salad.
citrus salad. I think we'll do one more peanut butter. One more chocolate. And this is good because this ain't even hard. Like this is something, again, that can be offered at the cafe. Slice them up real quick.
And
$2-4.
pick their toppings and
Pick their toppings. And that's it. This is what I love about, what it is that we're doing. It's so simplistic. This ain't hard. It just take our effort.
And so this is the finished snack attack.
Let me see your snack attack, sis. Ooh. I'm almost done with my third one. I did 6 of them.
She was upset. Here, I'm gonna go get her.
I'm just a big fan of the dark chocolate ever since we've had it. So
You're not having that. What happened?
switch the game up a little bit slightly.
And then this is also like an easy way to kind of have an excuse to prep your fruit. So you can once if you do this and at one time, then you can cut up, slice up all of your apples. And there's actually like a solution that you can make up. It's like water and something else. It's something that you buy though, that keeps the apples from browning. So if you don't want brown apples, I would say use that. Me personally, I don't really mind it. It's just a slow oxidation process that makes them brown like that. So they're the same apples, they're just slightly different. But if that is, especially like serving them in the cafe, that will be something to consider, that little solution to keep them from browning like that, because you never know how people be feeling about like, oh, what's wrong with this apple? But
Yeah.
and like the kiwis and stuff like that, definitely the
Yeah.
banana slices. Like I actually I'm gonna finish cutting that banana up and freeze it, and it's just gonna go in my smoothie, my shake fruit
Absolutely.
frozen pile. So that's usually what I do with that. And then like I said, I have a lot of leftover toasted oats and stuff. So now I have toasted oats that I can top all of my other stuff with. Um, the yogurt that I mixed up, I actually still have some. I'm going to end up dipping my orange slice. Matter of fact, I'm gonna scoop that on the side. Look, I'm coming up with some more stuff to
What
do.
you
So
talking, girl? I'm over here mixing and making.
and so now you have a nice healthy dip for your citrus salad as well. So whatever you don't put on top of your apples, if you got any left over, now you got something to dip your oranges and grapes in. She's just looking.
Yes. Are we making great time today too?
Oh yeah, for sure. I told you it was gonna be real quick. That's why I picked something else to do with it, because I was just gonna do the apple slice, but I'm like, that's only gonna be like 30 minutes. So a half a show. So I was like, well, I'm gonna have to put something else with it. So I was like, okay, we can do the citrus salad. And then I also have like some citrus toppings to throw on my green leafy salad later too. So yeah, sometimes I'll be working my meal prep in with with the with the show. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna cook this on the show, but I know I'm gonna have this left over, so I can use that for
Yeah.
that.
I can't right now. Oh, girl!
Mm-hmm.
I let I not forget this caramel. Let I not forget this caramel.
Oh, that was good. Mm.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let me take a picture of mine. Where's my camera? Oh, girl, in front of my face. Okay. Oh, oh. Okay. Where is the camera? Right.
Bless you, butt. Bless you. This is so good. It tastes like fruit salad on an apple.
Girl. Yeah, so I ended up having like a jar that I got from like a popcorn thingy. whatever. But I ended up putting mine in a jar and I added blueberry honey, regular honey, to sweeten the different fruits, and you put ginger. I added ginger because you put ginger. So I had some ginger powder I put in here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have the apples. I have my apples. I just took a picture of it. Let me go ahead and try to get it on camera too. Let's see if I can. Can you see it, sis?
Oh,
Is it
yeah.
too dark?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yes. And I'm very, very, very interested. So like mine has banana, cocoa, honey. Some have almond butter. Well, I'm sorry, the banana walnut butter. Some
Mm-hmm.
has the Greek yogurt, and then I have dark chocolate morsels and a trail mix. I have a trail mix that I just threw on top.
Yeah.
So, and they're all top like with the cocoa. So some bananas. Let's go with this one. And this one is the cocoa banana yogurt.
Look, you leaning and grabbing stuff. My arm is tired, girl. I've been doing push-ups all week.
What? Girl is good. Girl is good.
Mm-hmm.
Girl is good.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all is good. This better than good.
Taste my citrus salad.
Oh my God, this good.
Let me get one of these slices. Let me dip that.
Mm. Oh my God. Girl. Y'all is fine.
Oh yeah, them oranges were super sweet.
Look how on them.
Oh yeah.
I'm on this banana.
And that ginger, I can taste it. That's what that is. Oh yeah, it's like a fresh, like it's like a wake you up feeling. Oh yeah, that did it. That did it.
This is going to be a RockTruth signature snack, girl.
I'm trying to get the
These
placement
apples are everything, y'all.
Oh yeah, for certain. And it's like I said, it's very kid friendly. So if you're making these at home and you have like a kid that want to let them pick their own stuff, it gets them involved in their own nutrition. That's the best way to keep them on the right track. So they're not just wanting something that's quick and open it and then scarf it down. Like no, it gets them involved. It helps them make better choices too as they get older, and then it's going to be their go-to. It's going to be second nature to already eat how their body needs to be nourished, as opposed to trying to do like us. We trying to find this and find that, get somebody help with this and help with that, because we trying to fight off diabetes and high blood pressure and all kinds of mess. So your health is your wealth, and food is medicine. when you use it properly, it is meant to keep you healthy and alive. It should not be the source of your illnesses.
For real. And people don't understand that. People don't understand that. They think that food is just food. Like, if it's good, or if you cook it a particular way and it tastes good, it's all right.
Right. No, you can't. And that's the thing. You can't let that mislead.
They know how to
That's
see things. Everything into your body, and when you're taking it in, go ahead.
Yeah, but that's why you have to do conscious eating, because even when like every now and then I might like be on the go and I might probably have left everything at home, because usually I throw some type of Herbalife snack or shake or something in my bag before I hit the door, so I have something with me, so if I get hungry while I'm out, I don't have to stop and get something. But even then, like I'll eat it and it tastes good, like, but after the first couple of bites, I'm like, my stomach don't feel right, like stuff starts smelling. I'm like, what? See, this is why I don't eat out now.
Wow.
Because like your body is already telling you, like, yeah, we didn't already hit the limit of bad fats and high sodium and all, like 3 bites ago. So I'm gonna need you to put this burger down.
Okay.
We're gonna get some real food.
This citrus salad good, girl.
Yeah, it's so fresh, and like I said, that ginger really set it off. That ginger was a
Mm-hmm.
great idea.
Yep, and it's sweet. The honey just make it good. Like
Mm-hmm.
the first honey give it a better. Like I don't know if anybody would like get like
Mm.
the bottle that this container and be having the grapefruit and stuff at Walmart. I used to get that a
Mm-hmm.
lot. Just to be eating on some grapefruit, and this is way better. It's cut. It's fresh. It
Mm-hmm.
has like you said the added sugar. It's honey. Like it ain't just added sugar that can't process in your body.
Right.
Really good. Mm-hmm.
And honey is good for a lot of things, like it keeps your
I'm
immune
learning.
system healthy as well. It helps your immune system. If you have a sore throat, honey is great for that. Honey is a natural lubricant and moisturizer, so it actually helps keep your mucosal membranes and mucosal linings through your digestive tract fluid. So yeah.
Yeah, this is the bomb.
Mm.
This is good right here. I'm so happy I made it.
You pulled the toilet paper out.
I want to like freeze it a little bit.
Here,
Like,
put her down. That's the first place she ran.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm saving this plate so I can take a picture of it when we get out. Because usually I don't never post no picture because I be there ate it before I
I
get
know, right?
to take a picture. So I'm just eating the other apple slices I made, and then I'm gonna finish that off after I take the picture of it.
Mm-hmm. I be
I don't
doing
know
that
where
too.
she got this
I hate
from.
my pictures. I totally forgot to post them.
Mm.
This good, y'all.
Mm-hmm. I'm still eating these telegrams too.
This good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put
Yep.
mine in the freezer. I just want it a little bit more solid on top of the
Uh-huh. And that's the thing, like that's what I was saying. Like you can get like if you do it, if you pre-make them, you can set out a tray or with some parchment paper, and then you make them on the parchment paper and then cover it with plastic and put it either in the fridge or the freezer, and then you can have it ready for when the kids come in from outside, they got something to
wow.
grab real quick and grab and go. You got something that you can
Right.
eat on when you come in from work. You can just pull one out and let it come to room temperature about like 10 to 15 minutes. By the time you get settled, they should be ready to munch on. So you got a nice little in between dinner snack. So you're not cooking hungry because I know a lot. I done messed up plenty of food trying to cook while I'm hungry, so I'm rushing stuff and forgetting stuff and all of that. Or you end up
Right.
just trying to make something real quick because you're hungry or you like, well, I'm hungry now, I'm gonna stop. Or if you got these waiting for you in the freezer, it's like, oh, I ain't gotta stop and get nothing. I can just take those out while I'm getting myself settled in, and then I can eat them, and then I can cook something for myself that I know is going to be healthy, and I know isn't going to, have me out here all bloated and my digestion messed up and all of that. And
Uh-huh.
I even noticed that when I eat like fast food, I can smell the food actually in my urine, which is weird. And that shouldn't be a thing, but I definitely can smell like a Burger King burger. I'm like, I drank enough water. Like, what is going on
She
here?
said that
It's
should
a
be
burger, and I was like, this shouldn't
okay.
be that shouldn't be a thing. Like the food that you eat it shouldn't affect the smell of your pee. Like that's not okay. Like that means that
Right.
there's more toxins and stuff in your blood that now your kidneys have to work to drain that stuff out of your body, which is why it's showing up in your urine. So, like I said,
Wow.
pay attention to your body. When you pay attention to your body, a lot of stuff that's out of the norm and out of the ordinary, or if you do something that's off of your regular routine, and you notice how it affects your body, everything you do, with your body, you should notice how it affects your body, even when it's the good stuff. Like, okay, when I know that
Yeah.
I've eaten at the right time, I don't feel tired. When I know that I've eaten the right stuff, I don't feel tired and stuff, and all of that. I feel, you know, full for one and satisfied, but I also feel, more energized. Like as adults, we shouldn't need naps. If you need a nap, it usually means you have some type of emotional stress, mental stress, you haven't been sleeping well, the days or nights or weeks. Some people haven't slept well in years, and
See,
all of that, it takes a toll on your body. It takes a toll on how your body processes stuff, and it even affects how you are as a person. It affects your personality directly if you're not getting enough sleep. And this is actually National Sleep Awareness Week. I've been posting stuff on my page and Miss Carolyn's group and Nail Fit Game all week about getting your sleep and how important it is to get your sleep, especially if you're calling yourself getting on a good wellness journey and all of that, and you working out and you eating good, but how are you sleeping? If you're working out and you're doing hard workouts, you're lifting weights, you're running miles, and all of this other stuff, you have to get sleep because that's how your muscles are going to repair themselves. And
right,
even sleeping during sleep, if you're not getting like your body cycles through different types of sleep while you're sleeping. So if you're not getting enough deep sleep, your body can actually end up working against you by breaking down muscle instead of building it. And then you also want to make sure that you're eating the right proteins before you even go to sleep because, like I said, your body will break down muscle to get the proteins it needs to rebuild the cells it's rebuilding while you're sleeping. So if you don't get a nice amount of protein, a good source of protein, and a good source of carbohydrates and fiber for your body to fuel itself and to fuel the processes of the creating the new cells, then you could actually end up working against yourself in the long
see,
run. So don't
see,
start your day. Oh, I stopped eating at 8 o'clock. Well, when do you actually go to sleep? Oh, like 10 or 11? No, it's you 1 to 2 hours before you go to sleep is fine. But before that, you should make sure that you have gotten a nice source of protein. A lot of times, yogurt is probably like the best late night snack because it has casein protein in it, which is found in all whole milk, whole dairy products, and it's a slow release protein. So it actually works over the course of several hours, which will help build muscle while you're sleeping and actually help prevent the loss of muscle mass while you're sleeping. So getting a nice amount of if you don't drink dairy or milk or whatever, that's fine. They have casein protein and whey protein powder. So that's the difference between casein and whey. So whey protein is more of like a quick and immediate type use of protein. So that's something that you would want to take either pre workout or post workout. But you want to get your casein protein in definitely post workout and also before you go to sleep.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
that was
I know this particular month, we were talking about, mastering, for the most part, mastering yourself and studying your body and knowing, what the effects and stuff are. And
mm-hmm.
this is the first month. I am excited. I have mastered me. Outside of the snacking. The snacking is,
Hey,
that's
that's
when I
still my
call you and I'm like,
downfall.
hey, how can
I'm
I
still
change up my
working on it.
snacking?
Yeah,
But
I
it was
got
too
all types of
late.
healthy snacks, and I know what to eat. When I'm still eating the little messed up stuff, but that's about
Yes,
that's about it. That's my kryptonite. But
that's my,
everything else is
listen,
cool.
that's on time. But I'm going to get a better handle on it. I'm going to get a better handle on it this month. I mean, the next month at home. And it's just more so, again, my biggest bout was battling the emotionalism that's
Yeah.
associated with the period.
Mm-hmm.
That's the real bout for me. And then being weak, I would get so drained and weak, like I couldn't get from one end of the bed to the next. I just be my like I couldn't. And I just
Mm-hmm.
like, y'all know when I ain't posting, I'm weak, I'm tired. Not this time. Not this time. I made sure I stayed drinking my water.
Yes.
And honestly, I feel like I'm finally fully recovered from when we did the fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like going for them 8 days, really, like I didn't even want to drink. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to drink nothing. I was like really like, mm-mm. And I started building myself up. And then February came, my period, because of that, wiped me out. Wiped me out. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, oh my God, I'm like tired. And then this month was recovery month. So I'm honored. I'm grateful. I can't wait
Yeah.
to master me next month because I got to get this snacking down. If I can get the snacking down, we good to go. We cooking with grease.
Right. Because I keep like some nuts and cashews, and actually I heard that I looked up a couple of different studies, And they say that pistachios have natural melatonin in them. So if you
Okay.
need help getting to sleep, having a handful of pistachios before bed, that could possibly help. Like I said, drinking chamomile tea. Chamomile has natural calming
Mm-hmm.
effects. Lavender tea has natural calming effects. Even just the aromas of them, just smelling them, can help reduce anxiety and help you calm down and relax. And you know, when your mind is consciously calming down, it's going to generate hormones that's going to help your body produce more melatonin and reduce those cortisol levels, because cortisol is actually what wakes you up in the morning. So just before you get ready to wake up, your body is starting to produce cortisol, and that's what wakes you up. So if you're feeling sluggish when you wake up, it could mean that one of your sleep cycles wasn't didn't fully come to completion, or there's other things going on with your body chemistry, that the hormones that are supposed to cycle through your body aren't cycling the way they're supposed to. And your eating habits is like the first line of defense, your first solution that you want to go to. Like, well, what am I eating before bed? What am I eating when I get up? What do I eat throughout the day? Am I fueling my body properly throughout the day? People think like, oh, I need to cut calories. I need to cut calories. Your body runs on calories. so so
Right.
if you're being active during the day, you want to meet your active calories. So yeah, to lose weight, you have to be at a calorie deficit and all this stuff. Yeah. However, your brain runs on carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are calories. So if you're not taking in a fresh source of carbohydrates daily and throughout the day, then your
Mm-hmm.
brain function is going to decrease. Your mental clarity and focus is going to be impaired. So you want to make sure you're fueling your body for the activities that you're doing daily. My laptop is actually about to die, but I can still talk to y'all over here. But yeah, you want to
You would.
make sure that you're fueling daily and properly. So like I said, getting those carbohydrates are also fiber. Fiber is actually classified as a carbohydrate because like I said, it's a slow release carbohydrate. It takes your body longer to break it down, if it ever breaks it down. Fiber is something that your body might not even have the ability to break down, which is why it can be insoluble fiber, that is roughage, that clears your system and drags your intestine and all that stuff. But you definitely want to get soluble fiber as well, which actually turns into like a gel like something like, what is that? Metamucil tends to be a soluble fiber, but you want to eat most of your fiber. So you want to eat at least 25 to 30 grams of fiber a day. If you take a supplement, that will help, but you want to eat your fiber, not take it as a supplement. Most of your vitamins, your essential vitamins and minerals, you want to eat those as well, not just take them as a supplement, because not all supplements are created equally. So
Right.
you never
What
know
you?
what you're getting, how much of it you're actually getting, and then also if it doesn't have the proper coenzymes and things with it to actually help your body absorb it, then you might just be peeing them out and never actually absorbing them to get the benefit from them. So if you're eating it, then everything is in the proper proportions. You're getting it in a way that your body is prepared to receive it. So that's why you should be eating properly anyway. And then if you're doing extra, like if you're working out, working long hours, doing something that's very stressful on your body, the supplements are for that. They're not to offset a bad diet. You can't you can't outdo any, you can't outwork a bad
I
diet,
like
you
that.
can't
I like
outdo a
that.
bad diet. You need to eat properly, eat your full nutrition first, and then you
Yeah,
supplement around the edges based on how your lifestyle and things are going. I'm
I
about to
agree.
eat some pistachios now.
I know I'm eating some honey. It's honey roasted peanuts, but they're fresh made. Um,
Oh yeah.
yeah, from the vibrations place. So they're pretty good. You can tell the difference. You can definitely tell the difference. Yeah, you can see. You can really taste the honey. Um, man, you look good. You look good.
Pistachios are good
I'm
too.
just changing up my snacking. Mm-mm. What
Yeah.
Doc? What do we cook next week?
Um, the next meal is lunch.
Where are we at?
I'm trying to think because I did look
Are
up the other recipes I wanted to do. I know one of them is a spaghetti
we on lunch?
squash lasagna.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
then next week.
ma'am. Yeah, I
Okay.
believe so. Yeah.
Well, whatever that, I don't care if we call it lunch, brunch, or dinner. Let's do that spaghetti, lettuce, whatever that is. That sounds good.
Spaghetti squash lasagna. So you can
Oh,
make it with or
spaghetti and
without meat.
squash. Oh, that sounds good.
Oh yeah, yeah. So instead of using lasagna noodles, you're gonna use the spaghetti squash, and then you do everything else the same. So you're gonna have your ricotta cheese. You're gonna have your tomato sauce, your your diced tomatoes, and all. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That sounds good though. One more thing before we get out of here. I did have the pleasure because they were actually selling Miss Anna's
Oh yes,
kombucha.
kombucha.
Yes, I ended up getting them. So I was trying to tell my friends, I'm not my friend.
Oh no, you froze.
Tamoya. Hey, I don't know why I got me stuck. But I tried it. This one is the lavender lemonade. This is
Yeah,
made
that's the one.
fresh
The
in Gary.
lavender blueberry.
Nope, just lavender lemonade. Like
Oh
not
yeah,
that
lavender
one.
lemonade. Yeah.
Yes. And I love what it was the part that she said, this is it's grown in Gary, Indiana. I love that. It was something she said on the side. It was like, oh, take your body on a fizz adventure. Please don't shake me. Definitely shake your booty. So I love it. I love it. And I'm gonna give it a try. And it has 100% live probiotics that are in it. It's different. It's different. I've never tasted anything like it. Like it's not bad. It's just different. It's something I believe you have to get used to. But I can definitely
kombucha
drink
has
it.
that like kind of a acidic like vinegar type taste because of
Yes,
the
you can
yeast and the
definitely,
bacteria cultures. The
and you can
flavor
smell it
is
too.
really just there to make that part of it more palatable.
Yeah, I can tell. I can
Yeah,
tell, but
but
it's
it's a
actually
fermented
good.
drink, so it's gonna have that tang to it because
That
it's
taste,
fermented.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it definitely have that fermented taste to
Yep.
it. And again, it's not that it's not
Because when you hear the flavors, you probably
that
expecting
is
it to like taste
bad.
sweeter.
It's just you have to get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Because all
but it
it
still
got
has
rid of
that.
all the sugars and stuff that were naturally in it. So instead of it tasting sweet, it has that tang to it because that's the nature of fermented sugar.
Fermented sugar. Well, that and it's different. And I'm gonna get in the habit of tasting the things. One, I've never tasted before. Two, this is what things should taste like. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to the things that we're eating, and we think this is processed food and stuff is how things taste. It's not. It's processed
Exactly.
and it's fake food, and
That's how
that's
it
not
was when
how
I
it
made
should
that ice
taste.
cream. I was like, it tastes good, but it doesn't taste like ice cream to me because in my mind,
Right.
like I'm thinking of the processed ice cream, and that's
Teach
not
this.
how it's supposed to taste because it's not all natural. Even Breyers is good, but Breyers is still has the processed stuff,
Right. It
going
has
with
to.
like it's still not gonna
Yeah.
be quite the same as all natural, all homemade. Hey.
That's it. That's it. It ain't. It ain't. It ain't. All right, Doc. Any final words? I gotta head out on my Saturday.
Just include the kids in healthy nutritional habits. Like they'll keep you honest. If you can't keep yourself together, they will. Are we supposed to be eating this? And it'd be a genuine question. They really be wanting to know. But they
Right.
definitely gonna keep you honest. So this is one great recipe that you can share with your whole family. You can get the kids involved. They can, make it themselves and come up with ideas of toppings and stuff.
Yeah.
They can go to the grocery store with you. So now they're learning, life, skills like grocery shopping. You'd be surprised at how many of those do not know how to grocery shop. So,
Hello.
you can get them to make their own little grocery list for, for their little apple donuts, for the toppings and stuff like that. And, that helps them with organization and all of that
Yeah.
stuff. You can even walk them through prioritizing it. And, that helps with regular day-to-day life planning as well. So, transferable skills from nutrition to life goals. Let's do it.
Totally agree. I totally agree. And it's definitely like, especially if you have children who are picky eaters, it gives them an opportunity to kind of like pick it and figure out what it is for autistic children. It has the different textures. So, it's giving them that sensory need that they have. And then it's just different builds upon. So it really hits. I think this is a fan favorite just for children of who have autism. Like this is just like it meets all of the requirements that they're needed, even if even if they're just eating,
Yep.
so having that texture, having the sensory, all that stuff is necessary still. And so I think this is a fan favorite for my son. I'm excited about it, at least him trying it.
Definitely. So tune in next week for the
I love these.
Jane
This quick. This
squash
definitely sounds good.
lasagna. I'm excited.
Yes.
Mouth already
Can't wait, guys. Yes. Garlic bread for mine. From fresh garlic bread from the air fryer. So yeah, I can't wait.
For sure.
All right, guys. We are out of here. Peace.